Day 3 of audio work for the Atlas Extrasolar Mission 2090. I'm publicist Andrew Kenmore of Angelon Industries. To go with today's archival notes, I have an update on the form that Red and Peter filled out in accordance with company policy on worker mental illness. It, doesn't exist. Not in Angelon's books, anyways. If Red and Peter sent something, it was lost. Perhaps they forgot to send it, or the data got corrupted. Speaking of which, there's a large amount of distortion for a few days after the place I left off. I managed to salvage a couple of clips, but... yeah, it's all like that. And listening to the distortion is weird, too. It makes me feel, well, not to repeat the probably crazy astronaut, but it makes me feel like I've just seen something I really wasn't supposed to. Piecing together individual conversations would take too long, so for now I'm skipping them. If the uncorrupted recordings don't bring forth any results, then I guess I can always go back to the file, but otherwise I'll be deleting those recordings as soon as I send the main ones off to the archive team. Not much use in keeping junk data, right?
Hey, bud. Sorry to interrupt whatever it was you were doing, but it's tissue samples o'clock. What were you doing, anyways?
Waiting for you to come in so we can do tissue samples.
Ah, right.
You're not afraid of needles, right? I feel like I'd know that about you, but...
I'm not. Well, maybe a little. My big sister used to poke me with sewing needles when I was annoying her.
Oh?
Yeah, she's pretty messed up. Embroidery will do that to you. Anyways, I should be fine.
Okay, good then. Just let me try and find a good vein. That should be enough.
Yeah? You done sucking me dry?
I'll pretend you didn't phrase it like that.
Gonna suck yourself now?
Yes, Red. Would you like to watch, or do you want to give me some privacy?
I'll, There's really not a good answer here for me.
Here then, tissue sampler.
Right. So, well, do you... Have you seen anything else lately?
No. Covering up the window seemed to do it.
But you've still been having the nightmares.
Yes. Wait, Red, are you thinking about turning us around again? I told you I'm fine.
No, that's not it. It's just... Okay, so I've been looking into the idea that maybe they're not hallucinations.
What?
It's just, I don't know, what you said at the end of your weird vision trance or whatever kept bugging me.
I wasn't... Red, that wasn't me.
But it was? I mean, you told me afterwards that you'd thought it a couple times.
In passing. But never seriously. It was just some figment of my imagination acting up. It doesn't mean anything.
Fine. But just in case, I wanted to look into it, and I would have stopped looking into it if I hadn't found something.
You... What?
Nothing conclusive, I'll admit, but, well, come here and I'll show it to you.
Radiation readings?
It's the radiation readings for the past couple of days. This is what they're like during the day, and this is what they look like at night.
Hey, why are the beta particle levels doing that? That's way higher than before. There shouldn't be any reason for that.
Exactly! Our day and night system is artificial. Nothing out there in space really changes. But you know what does change during our day and night cycle? I think this activity is somehow related to your nightmares. I checked our records. It wasn't like this the first night we were out here, and it wasn't like this inside the solar system when everything was fine.
That's jumping to conclusions a bit. Anyways, beta particles don't cause nightmares.
But look here! Remember that night I woke you up? Look at the peak right before it. That's the only time it's peaked like that.
But...
And see how the readings fall back to normal for a bit? Like, long enough for you and I to have a conversation? And then they start up again around when we went back to sleep.
Red.
And the only other spikes during the day stopped the day we covered up the window, which leads me to believe they occurred when you looked out the window. And not just that, you don't display any symptoms of a hallucination-related disorder. Your hallucinations are so specific and concise.
Then why can't you see them?
I don't know! Maybe it's something that not everybody can see.
That's a stretch. Speculation at best.
But these data suggest correlation, and that might mean...
Red. I'm sure you know better than to even suggest that correlation equals causation.
The fact that you're quoting basic statistics at me proves you think I'm onto something.
No, it proves that you've forgotten basic statistics. We can't even reliably prove a correlation. For all we know, this could just be some coincidence.
Fine then. Let's do an experiment. That's what we're out here for, right? Let's test it. Pull one night of no sleep and see if the beta particle readings still spike. We can do a couple different trials to make sure it's not a fluke.
That's not enough to prove it.
Okay, well, I mean, there is one other thing that might make it spike irregularly.
No, I'm not looking out that window.
Fine. But will you at least experiment with the sleep thing?
Yes, very well, if it'll make you happy.
I mean, it probably won't, but I just want to know. And I promise you we'll stop as soon as you want.
All right.
We don't have to if you don't wanna.
I know. And Red?
Yeah?
Since I'm going mad, that makes you Odysseus.
What? Going mad? What is this, the 19th century? Cheer up. I already told you you're not allowed to die without me.
Right.
So, I'm not allowed into that bar anymore, either.
How many kicked out of a bar stories do you have?
A lot. Makes me seem more impressive and cool. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
More impressive. And more cool. Wow.
Shut up.
I'm intrigued that you were trying to impress me.
Was it working?
No. I've lived with you for a year.
Worth a shot.
Why try to sound impressive anyways? I need a captain, not a jester.
Everybody needs a jester.
Not me.
Are you kidding? You need a jester more than anybody I've ever met.
How would you know?
I'm good at figuring out what people want. That's why I'm such a good captain. You want to tell me a man who says stuff like, "You're Odysseus since I'm going mad," doesn't need some comedy in his life?
My life is not a comedy, is all.
Then what is it?
It's not a story. It's a life.
If that's the case, then don't call me Odysseus, because believe me, I want to return to Earth, but I don't want to do it alone.
You'd be bored out of your mind.
Oh, I'd be so bored you have no idea. I'd probably start talking to the cameras.
Thought you already did that.
No, that's just me talking to you and you ignoring me.
Sure. What are the beta levels at?
Looking the same as during the day.
Shit. Okay. You know what? Let's do it.
Do what? Where are you going?
I'm gonna look out the window.
What? Really? Are you sure? Hey, if you're not sure about this, we can...
It's fine. I'm just tired enough that it seems like a good idea, and honestly, at this point, I'm a little curious to see if you're right. Need to find some way to account for those random spikes during the day, right?
Right. But, I mean, are you sure this isn't gonna hurt you somehow?
Pretty sure.
Wait, Peter, wait!
I forgot how bad that was going to be.
Yeah, you weren't kidding.
Of course not. Wait, what?
Holy shit. Okay, beta levels.
Red?
Yep, they've spiked.
Red.
Fucking insane, sweet Catherine Johnson, twice as high as
Red!
before. And you seem...
Red, did you fucking see it too?
Yeah.
With the...
Like you've seen something you're not supposed to see. The colors, the light.
Right.
Okay. Deep breaths.
We both saw it.
This is a lot.
I'm not just losing it.
You're not? Even though it'd be fine if you were, and we'd figure it out.
Yes, right, but I'm not. Because hallucinations aren't shared.
Not usually, no. Sometimes, but not without outside help.
Then why didn't you see it earlier?
How should I know? But this is pretty good proof, right? The spikes and the whatever that was.
Right. Fuck, something's really wrong here.
You could say that.
Could be that there's another factor somehow affecting the beta particles that also produces hallucinations. Maybe the elevated beta particles are influencing the aircon, inducing hallucinations. Beta particles could ionize the oxygen, turning it into ozone, or produce nitrates and amino acids in the air, but if we haven't found any other odd readings, it could still be mass hallucination created by suggestion. That doesn't produce something so vivid, or it could be... I'm too fucking tired for this.
I don't think I'll be able to sleep. Not with that image still burned into my head.
Welcome to my life.
Thanks. Peter, what if those things are real?
I don't want to think about it. I know when you've just seen them, it's hard to believe, but that's the nature of hallucinations. They're dangerous, because while you're having them, they're real.
But they affect real things. The peaks and beta readings...
Could be coincidence. Small sample sizes don't do us any favors, and we've only got a few days worth of data to work with, plus this one experiment. It could be any range of things.
Will you please stop rationalizing everything? I get that it's your coping mechanism or whatever, but it's not helping. Just admit for once that there might be something out there, that maybe we are in deep shit, that maybe the solar system was safe, and out here is so fucking not. Admit that what we both saw was fucking horrible, and it might be real.
Red, I can't believe that. I can't. I'm sorry. Saying those creatures might be real would break me.
It can't.
It will. It will. Please, Red, just let it go. I need something grounded, something rational.
No! I won't let it go. You need something grounded to believe in? Believe in your eyes. Fuck, if you can't do that, believe in mine. I saw it. I tracked the readings. It's real. Peter, trust me.
Okay. Though I have to admit, you're not all that rational.
Screw you too, buddy. Okay. We've got to decide on a plan of action. We can keep going in this rust tub for another few days, I think, as long as we don't look out the window, but I won't hope that whatever's happening is going to stop there, so we should be prepared to go back at any time. Peter, you go check that everything's ready in engineering. I'm going to get navigational calculations started. You feel anything strange, you come to me immediately, and I'll do the same. Sound like a plan?
Yeah, sounds good.
Then let's get moving. We've got a lot of work to do in a short time frame for doing it.
Right, Captain.
Good luck.
Well, then. Seems we're back to having more questions than answers. Red started seeing things too. Things that apparently not only affected beta particle levels, but also increasingly distorted the audio as soon as Red and Peter looked out the window. I'll need to confirm the radiation readings, of course. The ship regularly sent its readings back through a secure server within the solar system, so we should be able to corroborate Red's claims. The more interesting thing here is that the astronauts were purportedly thinking of turning the ship around, and yet, by all reports, the ship wasn't on trajectory to re-enter the solar system when it exploded. They didn't succeed. I should go home. I can always find out what the reason is later on, but... well, maybe just a few more minutes.
Red, I need you to come to the engine room.
Huh? Why?
Just want to make sure what I'm seeing is real.
What's going on?
Come see for yourself. I finished my engine's checkup, and they're doing fine. We should be good so far as life support, but then I went to connect to the spare fuel cell, and this reading's real, right? Red?
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I'm seeing it too. I just really don't want to believe it.
Me neither.
How can it be empty?
I don't know.
It shouldn't be.
Correct. And I didn't use the fuel. The cell is undamaged, and more importantly, there is no way for it to leak. I helped design it.
Angelon sent us out here without the fuel to get home.
I believe so.
What the fuck? That's criminally negligent at worst, and at best...
Yes, at best, them leaving us out here with no way to get home implies they sent us out here to die.
Oh, that's weird. Those last few minutes, they're all garbled. I can't make out a single thing they're saying. The waveform looked like normal talking, so I thought I'd be able to get more information out of today's session, but I guess I was wrong. Such a shame. Thought I'd be getting something to determine why they didn't turn around, but... oh well. Into the garbage folder it goes. At least this cut will make a good marker for where to start tomorrow.